To use the MedUp V2 for arm training, the arm pedals must be in front of the LCD screen and above the leg pedals, as shown in the diagram. If the handlebars on your MedUp V2 are positioned behind the LCD screen, you will have to move the arm pedals to be positioned in front of the screen. To move the pedals, twist the two knobs on either side of the unit to which the handlebars are attached in opposite directions to each other to loosen the unit. Then swivel the entire unit 180 degrees to the front position. Tighten the two knobs to secure the unit and arm pedals in place. If necessary, the height of the whole upper unit can be adjusted up or down to accommodate your positioning in a chair or wheelchair placed in front of the trainer. To make an adjustment, turn the large screw knob on the vertical shaft on the lower unit. When the MedUp V2 is turned on, it goes through a self-checking process where the hand grips and foot pedals move back and forth on their own. Do not use the MedUp until this process is finished and the start screen appears. If you find it difficult to grasp the hand grips or maintain your grasp on the grips with one or both hands, use the hand securing mitts that are provided with the MedUp V2. To use the mitts, put one hand on the arm pedal grip for that side, making sure, if you can, to place your thumb on the underside of the hand grip. Open the hand securing mitt as shown, with the vertical brushed fabric on the outside. Place the top of the T under your wrist and snugly secure it around your wrist. Bring the flap of the T up and over the top of your hand and fasten it securely in place. To begin using the MedUp V2 arm trainer, press the gear icon that is in the upper right corner on the main interface of the LCD screen. It will display the parameter setting interface where the training parameters can be reset. The default treatment time is 20 minutes. If you want to change it, just click on the blue box and then use the up or down arrows to get to your desired training time. Do the same for each parameter setting that you'd like to change. If you want to close the spasm level, select the spasm level box, then click the down button until off is displayed. This means you have closed the spasm level. Closed spasm level settings are only maintained during the session, after which it reverts to the default setting. To see the various setting ranges and their default setting, please see page 13 of the user manual. Once you have set the parameters, press the back key to return to the main interface on the LCD screen. On the screen, it says Arm Trainer and Leg Trainer. The one that is highlighted in dark blue is the one that is selected and programmed to work. Make sure the Arm Trainer is highlighted, and then touch the Continue button at the lower right corner. The MedUp V2 has 4 training modes: passive training, assisted training, active training, as well as constant speed training. The system can automatically transition between 3 modes: passive, assisted, and active training, according to your muscle power during training. Many therapists recommend using the passive training mode as a warm-up for a couple of minutes, even if you want to use assisted, constant speed, or active training later. In passive mode, you can adjust the speed or time to your preference. The training time ranges from 1 to 120 minutes. By using the up and down arrows, you can adjust your time accordingly. Speed range can be adjusted from 5 to 60 RPM. Muscle tone values or indicators will be shown by numbers that flash on the screen based on your actual muscle tone in real time. To change the direction of the pedal's rotation, for instance, if you're going forwards and want to go backwards, or vice versa, press this icon with the two arrows in a circle. For assisted training, press the icon until you reach the assisted training interface. In assisted training mode, you can change the resistance using the up and down keys to the right. And again, you can change direction by pressing the icon with the two arrows forming a circle. If you get tired or are no longer able to pedal for any reason, and the actual speed of the motor is less than the set speed, the training device automatically returns to the passive training mode. To activate constant speed training, otherwise known as isokinetic training, press this icon until you reach the constant speed training. The speed of the training pedal is constant. You can change the speed with the up and down arrows on the right. You can change directions, go back to assisted, or choose to go back to passive mode. In passive or assisted training, if you work the pedals faster and the actual speed of the motor is greater than the set speed, the device will automatically switch to the active training mode, as shown in the picture of the screen. In the active interface, the only thing you can adjust is the resistance level, ranging from 0 to 24. This needs to be reset for each new training session. The interface will show you Symmetry Training, which compares how the right and left sides are working. This can be motivational as you try to work the weaker side, if you have one, and improve your coordination to get it as close to 50-50 as you can. If you hit the enlarge button that is next to the numbers, you will get the Symmetry Training interface. The two bar graphs show the activity of your arms with the respective percentages. On the active training interface, pressing the controller icon will also take you to the Symmetry Game interface. Here, the Symmetry Training feature shows how your arms are working by the steering wheel's position on the road. The goal is to keep the wheel centered, which signifies that your arms are working with equal power. If the wheel is more to the left, your left arm is working harder, and if it's more to the right, then your right arm is working harder. One of the biggest benefits of this trainer is that it will pick up spasms and will slow down, stop, and then reverse direction, and it will continue to do this until there is no spasm. Allow time for the indicator bar on the screen and the motor of the bike as it slowly stops and reverses direction. If after your spasm is released, you no longer want to pedal in the direction that you are pedaling, simply hit the change direction button and it will slowly reverse and change directions. At the end of an active training session, therapists recommend using the passive mode for a couple of minutes as a cool down. If you want to pause during the session, press the pause button. The system will beep 3 times at the end of the training. It will automatically stop and display the analysis data from your training session. To stop the training, press the stop button. If you pause or stop your training, you will get a data analysis feedback interface. Here you can see the total time that you have worked out, how much time was in passive mode, and how much time was in active mode. You will also see your total kilometers traveled with the distance in passive and active. The average and maximum power and energy are also displayed. If you press the back button to exit the analysis and return to the main interface, the data will be cleared. We hope you enjoy your exercise sessions and all of the associated benefits.